Right, you lot, how's it going? I've got 2 Will It Run cars today, and listen, I've been looking everywhere. That's a lie, I haven't. I've been looking in 2 places, Gumtree and eBay. Someone said Gumtree's good for second-hand Nitro cars, but it ain't. I don't know what people must be on some kind of drugs, because it ain't. It's crap. eBay is alright. Now, listen, I'll talk about it in a minute, but I've got 2 cars. They're both my cars, but they've been sitting on a shelf for a long time, probably about a year, which isn't really that long, really. Most of the Nitro cars that I get running have been sitting for 30 or 40 years, but that's not the point. They've been sitting around, and I thought, well, I was going to get them down and fire them up and just see how they are anyway, and I thought we could do it together. But there's one thing that I'm missing, and that is a drink, and I need one. I'll be back in a minute. You go and get one as well, settle down, get comfortable, do whatever it is you need to do to get comfortable, and I'll see you in a second. Right. Oh, I'm back. Are you there? What did you get? I got a coffee. While I was there, I got some biscuits, but the trouble was, while I was waiting for the kettle to boil, I ate the biscuits. I know. Anyway, so, but you're probably wondering, what are we looking at? Right, so what we can't do the Rush, because I haven't got an engine for it. You can see it just there. I still haven't managed to find an engine for it. I've been looking for an engine, then I give up. Then I looked some more, and then I give up. That's electric. That's given away, virtually, that one. I'm just waiting for the bloke that said he wants it. He's got a bit of a trouble, a kidney infection or something. I've got 2 boxes full of stuff that I'm boxing up to give away, and he's having that electric car. We don't do gay electric round here. Hang about. What the? The last time I ran this, the tire must have come off. You see, that's just me all over. Something breaks, chuck it on the shelf, forget about it for a couple of years. Anyway, what else have we got here? And we got another one. So these are P10 Alphas, alright? Pure 10. These are Alphas of the Pure 10s. And have we got anything else up there? No, nothing else up there. Right, so let's see what we've got going on. Alright, we'll try a new camera position. I've not had you up on there before, so let's see how this goes. Anyway, so this, those of you that have been watching this channel for quite some time, you'll probably know what you're looking at, and you'll probably know all of the story, and you're probably quite bored of it. But not all of you have been here for that long amount of time, because since the last time I ran this car and that car, I've got a lot more subscribers and more channel members. So thank you to all of you. Anyway, this is my original P10 Alpha, and I have got all the magazines for this, which are in a box which is just behind you, but it's got loads of stuff on top of it, so I'm not going to show you them in this video, but I have got a full video showing the magazines and this car. Anyway, last year, or no, it wasn't last year, it was the year before, I do believe, I managed to get this all up and running properly, because what happened was, when I was a kiddie winkle, I wasn't very nice to any of my Nitro cars. I just ran them, basically, ran them into the ground, and I destroyed the rear diff on this one, and it became front wheel drive only. So with the help of one of you lot, I managed to get a new diff for the front, and we had it all up and running. It was perfect, and it still is absolutely minty perfect. The tyres are glued on this one. Everything is fine. I don't know if it's got a receiver or a battery in it. No, it's not got a battery or a receiver in it, but that doesn't mean we can't start it up and see if it's going to run. It should run, I hope. So it's got a GX12 in it, as all the P10s did, probably, maybe not, I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm no expert, John. Ah, there's no hole for the exhaust. I might have to drill a hole for this exhaust. This couldn't have been my original shell. No. Because my original shell I properly butchered. I mean, and when I say I properly butchered it, I butchered it like you wouldn't believe. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll leave that one. I prefer this one. This one's quite nice. It's got an upgraded exhaust on it. Anyway, we'll leave the other one for a minute. Let's see if we can get this one fired up. Now, I've got a bottle of God knows what that is. I haven't got a clue. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the tank and see what happens. I don't know if it's going to prime. Now let's just try to eradicate any jelly. So we've got a little bit of, took the pipe off to the carburetor, and we'll see if this primer bulb is going to work. It'd be nice if it did, but no. So we'll take that one off and we'll blow down there. Oh, there was a bit of jelly. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a little bit of jelly come out of there. So now that's clear. We can put that back on the carburetor and probably fill that up with more jelly. Well, it primed anyway. Take that aerial tube off. We'll take that out of there. Yep, that's on tick over. We don't want it being stuck on full throttle. Sometimes the little bolts can come loose on those rotisserie carburetors. If you haven't got a chicken on it, going round and round, they can come a little bit loose. Let's just get a tea towel. I nicked this out of the wife's kitchen earlier, so we'll just use that to dab it up a little bit, make sure it's nice and clean. Now, glow starter. Let's pick one of these ones. This looks like a nice one. Smells nice as well. Are we going to start? Kyosho P10 Alpha from around about the year probably 2005, I'm going to say. No idea really in real life, but we're just guessing here. See, I don't know the reason why I would have parked it up and stuck it on the shelf. Sometimes I put things on the shelf if they stop working, and I put it on the shelf and I don't leave any sort of note. I don't do anything. I don't tell myself why it's not working. It just, oh, that's working. Look, that's glowing. So that means we just haven't got any nitroleum coming in. Got no nitroleum going through. John, where's the nitroleum, John? There is none. So, in the absence of nitroleum, we'll add a bit. We'll add a bit down the old nectarage. Come on, nectarage. Whoa! Far too much. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. Let's jam the old jam. Oh, let's open up the neck flap. Put that back. Serious, very, very serious, John. Here we go. Oh yeah. Something tells me that there might be a small blockade in one of the pipes, or maybe in the carburation unit. Don't know yet. Maybe. I'm not going to go too far with it because I just don't want to. Well, that one ran anyway. Maybe I'll come back to that one in a few years' time. So, let's put the shell back on it. I'll tell you what we do. I don't want to waste too much nitro. Suck all that back out of there. And then just to make sure we definitely don't waste any more, I only waste it when I spill it on the floor. We'll put as much of that on the mat as possible. There we go. Done. So, you can buy a lot of parts from these, by the way, from Wheelspin Models and other places. So, if you do need parts for one of these, parts are well and truly available everywhere. Right, let's put the R clips back onto this and move on to the next one. I'll tell you what, you probably noticed, maybe you haven't, maybe no one notices. I mean, I don't really think that anyone actually notices anything, but if you did notice, the videos have been a bit sparse. Well, it's because I've been doing a lot of things. If I remember, at the end of this video, I'll show you what's been taking up a lot of my time. And the reason why videos have been a little bit sparse, you know what I mean? So, oh, look at that. Wow. Look at that. Right. Oh, let's have a sip of drink. A bit of coffee in this one. Mmm. Want some, Mildred? Here goes Mildred. Look, a bit Mildred. Oh, she liked that, didn't you? Look at her. Stood her hair up on end. Alright. Okay, Mildred. You can stay there. Right, this one got a different story to it. Now, this one was given to me by one of you lot. And it's a very, very nice P10 Alpha. In fact, it's still got half a tank of nitro. That's how nice it is. Oh my god, I've got a text message from the whiff. The wife, she says, what's for dinner? I said, I don't know. She said, why? I said, how am I supposed to know what's for dinner? I haven't planned anything for dinner. What do you want for dinner? Mildred come along and she said, well, I tell you what I want for dinner. I want some pizza. And then the wife said, pizza? On a Sunday? And I said, well, where's the roast? And Mildred come along and she said, yeah, I want roast beef. I can't remember what I was saying about this car now. Anyway, yeah, over the years, I don't drive it often. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of on-road cars. I'm just not. I don't really have much of a fan base for on-road cars. So, I don't really use this one that often. But that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate it, and it doesn't mean that I don't like it. I think it's a bloody great example. I don't know what in the world. I like the green pipes. It's still got all that nitro in there. Yeah, I don't know what in the world. It's got Savox servo there. Is the other one the Savox? I can't tell from here. Can't. Yes, the other one is also a Savox steering servo. What in the world has gone on here? I don't know why I didn't. Right, so let's mend that then. The first thing we're going to do is mend. I don't know why I didn't mend it when it happened. Well, I do know why, because things like this happen when I'm out and I go, oh well, time to move on with life. Chuck it in the boot of the car, bring it home, stuff it on the shelf and forget about it. And it's not just with this, that's what I do with everything. Every RC car, if it breaks, stuff it on the shelf and forget about it. So yeah. Right, I haven't got any more tyre glue, but what I have got is some tyre glue here. So we can... last time I used this... Jesus Christ, alright. The last time I used this was when the tyres come off of the T-Max. And I was wondering why the T-Max didn't have any power. And I'm going to myself, why has the bloody thing got no power? And I didn't realise that the tyres... God, 2 pairs of plugs. I didn't realise the tyres weren't glued. Anyway, so yeah, that was the last time I used this tyre glue. And what's happened is, it's... there we go. That's opened sesame. Open sesame. Probably, maybe this is all. I don't know. It might be alright. Stick a bit of glue in there. So what you can do, and is just put it on the rim, on the inside of the rim. Let it make its way round. Let it run round. Let it run. Let it run round, and then just pop. Oh, that didn't go to plan. That didn't go to plan, John. John! Well, usually you can do that and then you can just push it and it pops it over. Oh, that really didn't go to plan at all. Oh, now I'm stuck. No, I know I've got it stuck in my hands, stuck in my fingers. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, normally what you can do is do that. Put it on the inside of the rim, and then you should be able to just push on the back of the tie and it pops it over and then glues it. That didn't go to plan that time, as I already said. But never mind, so we'll take that bit off and we'll just whoop, 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 whoop. Glue, 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 everybody. Oh. Right, so now that's glued, we'll whack that back on. Let's see if we're gonna run. John? John? Manuel? Where are you, Manuel? Bloody hell, none of these are glued. Right, well, this isn't a tyre gluing session. I might glue them at the end of the video, maybe not now. Was I saying earlier on, at the end of this video, what I might do is I might go and show you what's been taking up a lot of my time and the reason why I haven't been making any RC videos. Because, you believe it or not, there are other things in life that you can do other than play with these little noisy toys. Anyway, let's see what we got here. This is a pipe, and it goes onto the carburation unit, and it feeds nitro fuel into the carburation unit, but it's either blocked with jelly or the primer doesn't work. Right, probably was blocked with jelly, but nobody will ever know. Okay, now I don't know if this one's got a jam sandwich in it or not. It has. Oh blimey, it's got a futaba in it. It's got a bloody futaba. It's got a futaba in it, look. Alright, well, I didn't know it was running on futaba. I thought we were running on nothing. Jill. Who is Jill? And it's got a battery in it, which probably means that's not any good anymore. There's a delivery van outside, but I'm not expecting any deliveries, so that's alright. Blimey, wheels spinning everywhere. Right, let's put that on there. Peanut butter and egg sandwich. If anyone has peanut butter and egg sandwiches, let me know, because that is the most disgusting way to have a sandwich. Peanut butter and egg. What is the matter with you? Right, here we go. This one's got a lot more noise than the other one. I think it's a lot more worn out. Right, you probably noticed that this one sounds a lot different. It's a lot raspier and it's a lot louder than the other one. Well, that's because the other one's completely standard. This one has got a rather nice looking curvature manifold. Now, I don't know why we still call them manifolds when there's only one of them, because really manifold is for multiple. It's probably just, I don't know what you call it, but we call it manifold anyway. But look at that, it's a rather nice curvy manifold. It comes out there and it curves around quite nicely. Absolutely perfect. God, that wife, she likes texting me, didn't she? Huh. Okay. I'm sure women don't really have much. That wife, I tell you, she said she's out with the kids and her mum, and they decided to go to the cinema. Brilliant. And she said to me, right, we're going to see Spider-Man. We want you to come. Starts at 6 o'clock. Can you make it? And I was like, right, okay, then no problem. I'll pack up and I'll go to the cinema. I looked at the time, and it's 3 minutes to 6. And it takes 20 minutes to get from here to the cinema. That's literally from here to there. So I'm going to have to go and pack up, get changed. I'm going to be about 40-45 minutes. And it's 3 minutes to 6. What is the matter? Margaret, what is going on? Right, anyway, where was I? So, jam sandwiches, peanut butter and egg sandwiches, and everything else. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the exhaust. Perfectly curved. See, gas flow needs curves. If it hits walls, like on the exhaust, which comes standard with this, it kind of comes out, it's like sharp turns, which is no good for the gas flow, you know what I mean? It's no good for it. If it kind of just curves around, the engine can breathe a lot better, and you get a lot more response, you get a lot more power. It's just better all around. So yeah, this one's a nice car. It's been modified a fair bit, suspension and things like that. Happy days. Right, so there we go then. 2 P10 Alphas. Now, I've noticed on eBay there is loads of P10 Alphas. Now, I was going to talk about it at the beginning of the video, but I said I'd talk about it at the end. So, I've noticed... What's she on about now? What's she bloody on about now? Right. I've noticed that the prices of second-hand Nitro cars are going up through the roof, which is a good thing in the way. It's not good if you're trying to do what I like to do, which is just, I'm not a business. I mean, there's people out there that do it for business, they do it for extra money and things like that. I just like to get non-running engines, yeah, Nitro cars in particular, but I don't mind, I'll get strimmers and chainsaws and things like that, but Nitro cars are fun. I like to get the non-running ones, the shed finds, the loft finds, and get them going again, and make videos for you lot. Which, so the fact that the prices are going through the roof isn't really good for that, but put that aside, and you know what it means? If the prices are through the roof, it means that there's demand, and that means that people are buying Nitro RC cars. So not only are we seeing that the sales of brand spanking new ones have gone up through the roof, because just think, in America, A-Main and all the other, I know A-Main's a bit of a bad company really, from what I've been reading and what people have been saying. They're very successful, and they just buy out all the little fish, and so they've got full control, which is a bit sneaky really, A-Main. But anyway, they were out of stock of the Savages, you know, the GT6 Savages basically. Some shops here in England run out of stock of them as well. So that means that people have been buying them like crazy. There's other brands and other models that have been out of stock as well recently, I've noticed, which seem to be back in stock in most shops now. But if second-hand ones, the prices are going up and up and up. People want 150 quid for a P10 Alpha that hasn't been running. Now that might seem a bit crazy, and I wouldn't pay that. But people are obviously buying them, right? And, you know, it might seem a bit crazy, and when I was looking at the prices, I'm thinking, I'm not buying it. This is pricing me out of the bloody market. I can't afford to spend 100 quid on a non-running Nitro car, which, you know, you could have to spend 50 quid or 60 quid on it to get it going. It's not in my budget, it's not in my interest. But if other people are doing it, then that means we're going up and up and up. So we can't be, you know, it can't be a bad thing. Anyway, it's meant that it's made it difficult for me to be able to get some non-runners, because that's primarily what I do. Is what I've always done on this channel really. The running videos and that of my own, well I say my own, I've only got a few cars. The running videos are not really what I do, it's just what I do, just to fill in gaps basically, so you know that I'm still alive. The getting of the loft finds and the barn finds, getting them running, that's what I do. That's what this channel is all about. So that doesn't mean that we're going to come to an end, by the way. It just means that I need to look harder. If you've got any old Nitro cars that are complete, I'm not really interested in ones that are in bits in boxes. I mean, some people have offered me ones where they're like, look, I've got a box of Nitro car, and I'm like, right, literally just screws and axles and things all chucked in a box. I'm not into building cars. I don't care about building cars. I just don't. So if you've got any old Nitro cars that are complete, mostly whatever, doesn't matter if they've got no radio gear, I don't care about that. As long as the engine's there, all the diffs are there and everything's there. Been sat in a shed, could be rusty, could be corroded, don't care. In a loft, don't care. Non-running, haven't run for a long time, or even just a few years. If you've got anything like that, send me an email, or I do PMs on Instagram, but I don't look at them that often, and sometimes they seem to get lost because I don't know what happens. People say, I've sent you messages on Instagram, and I'm looking, there's nothing there. Anyway, send me emails and things like that. The email address is in the bit of on the YouTube page thing, on my little thing where it says about this channel. The email address is there. Send me an email with the details of the car or whatever, and perhaps we can come to an agreement, that kind of thing. You can be anywhere in the world as long as you're willing to post it. I don't mind paying a bit of postage. So yeah, and I'm after some cars. I'm after some non-runners. Tell me what you got, and as long as it's complete and we haven't got boxes of bits missing and things like that, I'm up for most things. So I'll see you later on. Take care, you lot. All the best, and let's ride the wave of the Nitro going up again. People are starting to realise that gay electric is not the way forward. I feel sorry for all these shops, but then again they have to follow the waves to keep their business going. So, but all these shops that have stocked up to the high hills with electric cars, I hope they can flog them off quick, because no one's going to want them soon. It's going to be Nitro, Nitro, Nitro. You wait. Everyone goes, oh no it won't. You're chatting crap. No it won't. You wait. You wait and see. It's like everyone's coming away from Amazon. No one, people are stopping shopping in Amazon because they've realised it hit its peak and now it's gone downhill again. All the food delivery things, Just Eat, Uber and all that, people were doing it. Now it's gone downhill. I was chatting to some Uber drivers down the road the other day, and they were just sitting around. I said, what's going on, dude? He said, no, waiting for orders. I said, what do you mean? It's like, God, normally is busy, but now it's nothing. Wait for order, And I was like, does this mean people are stopping ordering food and they're actually going to shops? Who knows? Right, anyway, that's enough of this. I'll see you later. Take care, you lot. All the best. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and just love life, because that's what we're here to bloody well do. Go and buy yourself a Nitro car and enjoy yourself. Cheerio. Promised I'd show you what I was doing, didn't I? Well, this is what's been going on. So, been doing a little bit of repair work to the shed. The bottom of it went completely rotten and it started to fall apart. Got to do along there as well, and the other side, but that all had to be dug out. I've got to do a load of stuff here and all along there, but yeah. So that's what we've been up to, and that's the reason why, well, one of the reasons why the radio controlled videos have been somewhat slow. Been growing some millet as well to feed the budgies, waiting for it to get mature enough so that I can harvest it. Problem is it's so hot during the daytime at the moment, you don't really want to be doing a lot, so you kind of do things periodically and slowly. But anyway, I promised I'd show you, so there we go. There's other things I've been doing as well, but once I get some non-running Nitros, I'll be on the bench getting them running, and I'll have the videos coming out a bit more frequently as I once did before. But anyway, I'll catch you a lot later. Cheerio.